Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Miles Turner gives best quote about TJ McConnell following Pacers win versus Heat. The Indiana Pacers won a must-win game against the Heat on Sunday 117-115. While it got closer at the end than it probably should have, they finally were able to win a clutch game. They had 7 different players score in double figures in what was a total team win. One of those players was TJ McConnell. He was the best player on the floor and played 27 minutes. He was a team-high +7 and really diced up Miami's zone. Once he got the ball, he would penetrate into the paint and either take a jumper, floater, or dish it to an open shooter. McConnell finished the game with 22 points and 5 assists on 11-14 shooting. He showed his value to the Pacers and has proven they can't let him go. When things break down on offense, Rick Carlisle brings him in to insert energy into the lineup. Miles Turner loved it and had a great quote praising McConnell. Turner, who had 22 points and 13 rebounds in the win and shot 8-8 from the free throw line, praised McConnell in the best way possible. This is what he had to say about his teammate: "McConnell is one of the fiercest competitors in the entire NBA. He not only is intense on offense and pushing the pace, but he gets sneaky steals in the backcourt all of the time. It's clear his teammates enjoy his hustly and his hard play, and they recognize the value that it brings." The Pacers getting that win against the Heat gives them a 1-game cushion for the 6th seed. They now are also just 1 game behind the Cavs for the 5th seed, and they hold the tiebreaker over them. So if Indiana wins on Friday over them, they might be in the 4-5 matchup. Jimmy Butler sends clear message about potential play-in berth. The Miami Heat barely lost to the Indiana Pacers on Sunday night, meaning they are still the 8th seed in the Eastern Conference. With just a few games left in the regular season, it has become very likely that the Heat will once again be in the play-in tournament this year. Following Sunday's loss, Miami's Jimmy Butler spoke about that possibility. "If we end up in the play-in, we end up in the play-in. We've never made it easy, why make it easy now?" Butler said, per Naveen Ganglani via NBA Central. The Pacers and Heat have incredibly close records, which means that Sunday's game was a very important one. The Heat now hold a 43-35 record, placing them right behind the Philadelphia 76ers, who have won 5 games in a row. If the standings remain like this over the next week, the Heat will again be in the play-in, just like they were last year. Of course, Miami was able to have a very impressive postseason last year, despite being in the play-in. They overcame multiple teams and pushed to the NBA Finals against the Denver Nuggets. It'll be tougher this year because the Eastern Conference has gotten much stronger. If the Heat make it through the play-in, they will have to battle either the Boston Celtics or Milwaukee Bucks. They overpowered both of those teams last season, and they would try their hardest to do it again this year. That would definitely not be an easy task, especially with a fully healthy Bucks team and the Celtics in the red-hot state they've been in lately. But as Butler said, the Heat have never made things easy, and they're just used to that. Heat floated as trade destination for $163 million star. The Miami Heat have lured multiple stars, such as LeBron James and Jimmy Butler, to migrate to South Beach over the past decade and a half. Another one could potentially do the same, Cleveland Cavaliers star Donovan Mitchell. Bleacher Report's Eric Pincus explained why the Heat could be a trade destination for the Heat in an April 5 story. The Heat are a generally attractive destination. Miami has beautiful weather, no state income tax, a long-tenured front office, and one of the league's top head coaches in Eric Spoelstra. Mitchell is also said to have a strong relationship with Heat all-star Bam Adebayo. Pincus then explained what the Heat could potentially offer the Cavaliers in a trade. Miami is not especially overflowing with picks, but it could trade its 2024 first-rounder after the draft, along with its 2029 and 2031 first-round picks and up to 4 second-rounders. The Heat must send one or two of Tyler Herro, Terry Rozier, and Duncan Robinson in any deal for Mitchell. Cleveland would undoubtedly covet rookie wing Jamie Jaquez Jr. as well. Other salary-matching possibilities include Nikola Jovic, Caleb Martin, Orlando Robinson, minimum, Kevin Love, Thomas Bryant, minimum, and Josh Richardson, minimum. Mitchell is in the third year of a 5-year, $163 million contract with the Cavaliers. His last year has a player option for $37 million, which could push the Cavaliers to trade him if they don't succeed. In Pincus' same story, he revealed that there are rumors that if the Cavaliers don't go anywhere, Mitchell will explore his options on the open market. The buzz in NBA circles suggests that barring a run to the NBA Finals, Mitchell will decline an extension and look elsewhere, and the Cavaliers are more likely than not to move him well before he can leave outright as a free agent, Pincus wrote. Since being traded to Cleveland, Mitchell and the Cavaliers have been good enough to be in the playoff picture. However, they haven't had much success in the postseason, only having one win to their name. That could change in the 2024 NBA postseason, but if it doesn't, it could lead to questions surrounding Mitchell's future. There has been plenty of speculation that Mitchell will leave the Cavaliers the first chance he gets because of his ties to New York. However, he has never vocalized any problems with the Cavaliers. Mitchell would be a hot commodity if he enters free agency in 2025. He is a 5-time NBA star and has made an All-NBA team. NBA insider Mark Stein reported in a January 10 story that the Heat have a strong interest in Mitchell. He said the Heat's failed pursuits of other big-name players have motivated them to pursue Mitchell. The Miami Heat, league sources say, continue to have bona fide interest in Mitchell despite Cleveland's "don't even call us" approach and could well choose to test that resolve with Mitchell proposals after Miami's trade pursuits of Bradley Beal and Damian Lillard over the summer ended with neither player landing on South Beach. Jimmy Butler is 34 years old, and his prime won't last forever. Mitchell would be a solid running mate and a replacement as Miami's #1 scorer. The Los Angeles Lakers have been named as a potential landing spot for Cleveland Cavaliers 5-time All-Star guard Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell could be the next star to become available as early as this summer, according to Bleacher Report's Eric Pincus. The buzz in NBA circles suggests that barring a run to the NBA Finals, Mitchell will decline an extension and look elsewhere, and the Cavaliers are more likely than not to move him well before he can leave outright as a free agent, Pincus wrote on April 5. Mitchell's response to Cavaliers owner Dan Gilbert's confidence that his star player would sign an extension this summer only added more fuel to the fire. "I got a lot of things to focus on outside of that right now," Mitchell told reporters on March 30. "So, I'll handle that when it comes." According to Pincus, the Cavaliers star is all but certain to decline his $37.1 million player option for the 2025-26 season to explore unrestricted free agency next July. In January, ESPN's Dave McMenamin reported that the Lakers had discussions about trading for Mitchell if he becomes available. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation of Donovan Mitchell? Leave your opinion in the comments.